like to show you one of Enorossi's rakes. This is what they're going to call an RR350 Rotary Rake. If you're familiar with the Rotary Rakes, this is an Italian-made rake. It's a very good rake for just turning the hay. If you've got hay that you've done with a windrow or with a sickle bar or with a disc mower or a drum mower and you want to put it together, you can still do that with this rake. But this rake does a good job taking heavy windrows, moving them to the side, rolling them over, fluffing them up so they can dry it out. One nice thing with a PTO power-driven rake like this, even if the hay is kind of pushed down in the ground just a little bit, even if you drive over it with the tractor, this rake will bring it up. This rake will throw it over up against the curtain, and it'll get it into a windrow where you want it to go. Where a wheel rake sometimes will have a tendency to maybe jump over the top of some of that stuff that you get in. This rake right here that we're looking at, this is going to be a 11.5-foot wide 9-arm rake. This rake is going to rake off to the left-hand side and it's going to throw it up against that curtain, drop the hay over there and come around and do it again. This rake does also fold up, so these arms that are in front of me and the arm on the other side, they will fold straight up. All these silver rake arms will come out of it and stack into the frame to where this rake will store in your barn, and it's not a whole lot over 3 foot wide. It's real narrow, real short little compact rake if you're looking to put it away. This rake is category 1 or category 2 3-point, 540 PTO. It's a very hardy little rake. Again, we've got walking tandems on it. This rake, you can also purchase it in an RR320, which is the exact same rake. It just has one bogey wheel down there instead of 4. Once again, in this country that we're in the corrugates and in the little bit uneven ground, this tandem really helps keep this rake up on the high ground. If you do have just the single tires and you drop it in a small ditch or you drop it into a corrugate, it digs the teeth into the ground and typically you start breaking teeth. So that's where the tandems really help with this rake, to hold this rake up off the ground and actually have it so you can use it. There is a height adjustment on this right here. It's this little screw on the back. If you want, you can set where you want the teeth, whether you want them off the ground just a little bit or right down close to it. And it's as simple as just turning that screw will raise and lower the rake off the back. It is 3-point, so at the end of the field, you can just lift it up, turn around, set her down, and away you go again. That side curtain is also, you can kick it out to the side and it'll throw it up against that windrow or up against that curtain and make it nice that way. It does have jack stands on it. Let them down when you unhook for it. It's a real easy rake to unhook, hook up to, and be something that you could use for several years to do a lot of raking.
Videos like